Okay, so this picture right here, we're going to represent our Mythic Argus strategy. So this is the basic setup of our right when we pull, the boss gets pulled down. We have the tanks tanking right in front of the boss with the sights being coned in front, just like as shown. We then also have our gaze target out to the left while the whole raid stays stacked behind the boss. And then once our boss casts his cone of death, and for sake of argument, let's just say that this cone of death is big enough to both hit everybody in the raid as well as potentially our gaze target. So even though it's not in this cone, this area right here, let's just pretend that it is. So once the cone is cast, this area now becomes covered in death fog, which would force our raid members to then sidestep out to the left and then shift forward back underneath the boss. In the meantime, our boss would be shifted forward in preparation for the next scythe, and the gaze target would also move to the left, maybe in a banana curve such as this way. And then we are brought into a new formation as shown here, where we now have the raid shifted upwards. We now have the raid shifted upwards. We have the boss shifted upward as well. The scythe will go in front of the boss just as this, and the gaze target is still to the left. So therefore, our gaze target would move to here, and our raid would then move forward to here, just as shown. And then the next time that the cleave were to hit, the radius would then get bigger, covering more of the same area. And the cone would get bigger and bigger and bigger as the fight goes on, as shown. So now we would have something that looks more like this, where this shaded area right here is now what is ultimately covered in the death fog. And then the process would just repeat over and over and over.